Hi, you still need some ideas how to be productive at home, with kids, without kids, with your spouse? Hope you stick around and hear my tips. Hi, I am Kate. Welcome to Planner Nerd Plans. I do monthly plan with me's, planner live shows, planner craft with me's to inspire you how to use your planners. This is more related to my goal planning. So if you like this content, I hope you subscribe below and hit the bell. Alright, so I have 10 tips for you. Now, these tips came about doing some brainstorming of what my husband and I do here in the house. But also, it's helped me with my goals to set these boundaries in place. And it's helped me plan with my HB90 method planner, goal planner as well, which is a quarterly planner. Check out my other videos on this playlist for anything you want to see more in depth about that planner. Just want to let you know right now it is open for sign up for the March 14th course. You can go and hit the link below, sign up for it if you are interested as well. And so, my 10 tips. I won't count them off because they're a lot interact with each other and such. So I'm going to do my best to get this through. First thing is block schedule things out in your day and set reminders. Now, you can set reminders where your eyeballs are most or your ears. I set it on my phones because it will have I always have that up. I don't always have my calendar up on a computer or anything. Where my husband, his calendar is up on a computer. So it reminds him, like by pulling it up, like Google Calendar does when you have a reminder, hey, there's something you need to do. So on mine it's the phone, on his it's the computer. But luckily we have one for our child who is online. He's a first grader, so he doesn't know the concept of time. He doesn't know to go look at the clock and be responsible what time it is to go do what, unlike the fifth grader. So with our first grader, we have to like, hey, because he gets breaks, like 15-minute breaks sometimes between classes, or 5-minute breaks, or sometimes it's an hour or so. It just depends because they have it scheduled out at different times. So we have to let him know, hey, here's class. So that's what I set my reminders for. Also, I set my reminders for my medicine at the morning and night, remind myself to go take it. I set reminders for my son's bath days, besides putting it in my planner. So using those little notifications on your phone or your calendar really do help keep track of time, especially when you're home the entire time. And it's easy to lose track of time. And so having those reminders can tell you, hey, this is a thing. Okay, so next is having theme days. For me, since I have a YouTube channel and a planner company, I do is on 3 days of the week, I work on my YouTube channel, and the other 4 days of the week, I work on my planner company. Some of the days on my planner, on my YouTube channel is also my relaxed day. It's either flip-flop, depending on how busy he is, a Saturday or Sunday for us. But also my husband has theme days for work. Mondays, like one Monday of the month is always all-day manager meetings. Mondays are also a lot of manager meetings, team-ups. Then he has one-on-ones on Wednesdays, and then Fridays is his time to buckle down and do whatever projects is assigned to him. So he has theme days as well. Also, another good thing is if you find yourself always at the computer, take breaks. Go get a snack. Go have some water. Go to the bathroom. But also schedule your lunchtime. I had to make my husband do this because he kept on getting meetings overlapped on during this time. And he would try to take a lunch, but sometimes it would never happen because he would have back-to-back meetings all day. And so he would have to put on his calendar, I'm having a lunch, and it only would get interrupted. It only get interrupted once in a while. So for him, he has like Now, and then he can step away, eat, relax, sit down. I do the same thing, but I do it on my own time whenever I feel like, okay, I'm kind of my morning burnout. By the time 1 o'clock in the afternoon comes around, I'm like, I need a break. So I go take a break. And that could be just sitting watching TV or reading a book on the couch or something like that. But I'm away from my computer and giving myself, because you have to step away. Even though you can easily be on the computer playing a game or doing something, I realized stepping away from your computer helps a whole lot. My other next tip is schedule only meetings for your business or your work during business hours or work hours. Don't try to have clients or coworkers push things into your family time, me time, home time. Have just those 8 hours of the day be for work. And that's the only time work is. Set those boundaries and say, no, I don't work any other time, etc. All right. Since now that we don't have commutes anymore, we're all working from home, sleep, eat, all in the same one little spot, have some transition time between home time and work time. And that in itself has, noticed I helped me a lot. For years and years, I would just jump in here and work or do whatever right when I woke up after I got the little guy breakfast, because I wasn't hungry, so I just took my coffee in here and come in and sit down and work. Realized in the last couple of weeks that doesn't work for me anymore. I feel overworked by the time my energy is gone, by the time the afternoon comes by, and everything like that. So I have a transition time now in the morning where I'm actually sit down at the table with them. I might be on my phone looking at I look on my phone instead, social media, play my games, all that kind of stuff. And then by the time they're done eating, they want to go on the TV or their tablets before school. So I'll let them do that. Usually by that time, I'm ready to go get dressed. I go get dressed. By the time I get dressed, I'm hungry. I get breakfast. And it just worked out a whole lot better than me lazing around doing stuff here for an hour or two, and then I really have to quickly go get dressed, or I'm not getting dressed until 9 o'clock. I'm not getting breakfast until, it was just too chaotic at that point. So I needed a little bit more structure. My husband does the same thing every morning. He takes a shower, he gets his breakfast, and then he just chills in front of the with the kids until his 7:30 work time. Also in the evenings, like I try to do right around 5 is start cooking dinner. So I start cooking dinner and I go watch TV. So I know that's the end of my work day. Okay. Schedule your social times. My husband was working before COVID happened, and he realized after a month or two that he needed to get out of the house a little bit more. So he found a D&D group which is Dungeons and Dragons group, which is a very social board game per se. It's a role-playing game, very social role-playing game. But what's nice is that, he was that. But when COVID happened, they had to think of something else. So they transitioned to Discord and a different system to show where because they were using a tabletop with figurines and so forth, so they had to transition it to a computer. So what I'm getting at here is those people that used to have your coffee chats with, or your, happy hour time and so forth like that, grab your glass of wine, get on a Zoom call with them and talk. You need to do that. We're human. We need to socialize. Even us introverts, we kind of like, oh, we got this, but at the same time we're like, we need human contact time, especially this one. I am, yes, an introvert, but at the same time, I get so excited for my Monday lives. So schedule things like that. Also, I've scheduled a planner meetup now with my planner friends that I can interact with. We can talk and everything like that instead of just my life shows. So do something like that. Also, another thing is with these boundaries in place, let the household know. You let the kids know, hey, right now is mommy and daddy's work time. Go play. Go entertain yourself. Go read a book. Go do something. And for us, that's worked. We told the kids, hey, you do this. Now, they love their computer games and their tablet games and the TV. Who doesn't? So we tell them, if you want to have those electronic fun times, you gotta go do your chores and you gotta do your homework before you can do that for the rest of the evening and day. So that's what and it still applies even when they're at school. When they're school, they get home so much faster. Used to be like 3 p.m. Then it'd be like, okay, this is not too bad. Now it's like right after 1:30, they're done with school. And I'm like, okay, work on your stuff. And it's by 2 o'clock, 2:30, they're ready for electronics. So it's done a little bit faster than it used to because they don't have the half-hour of school ride home. Anyways, but letting them know, hey, you need to be quiet when mommy and daddy's meeting. That's why make sure you're working in a room that you can close doors and tell them not to play outside that door. Go play in your room. Go play. Children understand. Yes, the younger ones are harder to understand. What's great about with our toddler, because he kind of feels left out when brothers are on their laptops doing school, and mommy and daddy are doing work, so he kind of feels left out. So my husband and I have had is we get him engaged into, he can sit next to us while we work, and what he does with his daddy, he's realized that he can, my husband has some Bluetooth headphones that he puts on our son, and then from his phone plays music to him because he just wants to sit there and listen to music and watch daddy. And sometimes he actually gets in daddy's lap and pretends he's working. And the coworkers love him. So it's one of those things, yes, in this day and age, our coworkers and our bosses are understanding that we have kids at home and they need to be forgiving of that. But also what's great is a locked door. That works too. So have those boundaries, set up those rules and enforce them. And it might be a little struggle at first, but it will get done. Also, another thing is have those morning routines and evening routines. Get dressed. I mean it. I dress like this every day, enough to where I just need to do, if I need to run an errand or go out and have errands, I just need to throw socks and shoes on. Don't work in your underwear. Put a bra on every day, ladies. Put makeup on if it makes you feel better. Put whatever makes you you. This is me. No makeup, chapstick, clothes, pants and a shirt, t-shirt. This is very relaxed, but I'm dressed. I took a shower. I got dressed. My husband gets dressed every day. He has a shirt on. But underneath, he's not wearing pajama bottoms. He's wearing shorts. He's literally ready to go out the door, just putting some socks and shoes on. So do that. It helps your men, that transition to home time to work time, getting ready and having those routines like getting ready, getting breakfast, watch a show, read a book, do something before it's part of that transition time. Also, you know how we've been snacking a bit. Some people have been snacking a bit more. I've been hearing this. And then for me, it's been pretty easy because I've been at home for over 5 years that I've learned that I just eat when I'm hungry. And I have set times that I eat. And I do this because also my kids, they're like, I'm hungry. I'm like, well, it's not snack time. It's not lunchtime. And I have to apply to that rules to myself as well. So eat when you have those times set aside for eating. And eat away from your desk whenever possible. My husband sometimes do, and he has meetings scheduled over lunch. But eat away. Eat at the table. Don't have your office there. Don't have your workspace there. Have your workspace in another part of the house. But definitely sit down and eat. It helps. Take your time, and also you know when you're full, and also that you're not going to snack all day and graze all day. Last but not least is be mindful of those time suckers. I know sometimes it's easy to work and then have like a show or YouTube or Netflix or whatever going on in the background. That actually can be distracting to you because you're not 100% focused on your work. So, and also, you know, the phone is still a time sucker with the social media and so forth. It's okay to watch those shows and have those social media, Facebook, Instagram, all that kind of stuff on those times when you are taking a break. But don't have it in the same room as you are working, because they are distractions and time suckers. You will not get as much done. Trust me, done it many times. Alright, I hope you like this video. Check out the description below for the Heart Breathings bootcamp happening next week. And I hope you enjoy this video. And don't forget to check out my other videos in the cards, but also at the end of this video. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.